Chapter 87. 2 can play at this game. Graven wakes in the poo pipes within a magical trap casted by Mr. 2 himself.
If you are a bounty hunter, you understand that some contracts go unclaimed. This is about to be one of those. What I'm trying to accomplish requires precision. One misstep at any point could bring the entire thing crashing down. And I have arrived at an impasse that you are going to help me with. This ring is cursed. If I speak the chosen word, it will cause you great harm.
Graven is forced to attune to this cursed ring, while Mr. 2 explains how Graven will help him with his undisclosed plan.
You are in good standing with the Broken Crown?
I have done favors for many, but I am beholden to none.
You will talk your way into the room of protected deposit. In this room, there are 2 crystals. You will find a way to crack the green crystal.
When Graven asks why, Mr. 2 shows his Band of the Benefactor ring bound to his finger.
Sanka would like very much for me to be back. But if she is convinced that I am gone, she will use it. She would rather me be dead than escaped.
And that green crystal will break this bond.
Something like that. So you have until tomorrow morning at noon. At which point, if the crystal is not broken, you will die.
Mr. 2 takes most of Graven's belongings, but leaves Graven behind until the magical trap elapses. Meanwhile, Safira reaches all hands on deck, but with no sign of Erland, gets a tip from a patron.
But as it turns out, it
Right.
seems that he's quite popular. You're not the first person to ask about him, and I've only just arrived in Navikapura.
Oh, really? who else is asking about him?
Well, there was 2 men, just that they were friends, and that they were looking to meet back up with him.
Safira races to follow the men, and luckily finds the newly discarded half-elf before they do.
I'm all right.
Up there, there are 2 men. I have no fucking clue who they are, but I don't know if you want them to find you, so I figured you should know.
Erland doesn't know them, so they take their chances and try to ride past the 2 men to get back into town.
And you see the tiefling and the other guy sort of... and they start to run. You guys have to roll initiative.
I'm gonna move with my remaining 10 feet of movement just straight towards that guy, walking and cracking my knuckles.
Okay.
Smart move.
Erland and Safira interrogate the conscious attacker.
The Lemonade Man has been sending out scouting parties to try and find the person who took Marvin Bishop, if that means anything to you. The other night, we saw this man at the ale house with the man I was following.
Who wanted me dead?
Was there a description?
We wanted you dead so that we could show you to the man that we were following
Right, okay.
in hopes that that would scare him and tell us where fucking Marvin Bishop is.
Does that all seem true?
It does seem true, and when the attacker admits he no longer wishes to serve the Lemonade Man, Erland and Safira let him go and head back to the deck to find Orba and Graven.
Yes.
Bizarra was after this missing person. I was after a murderer. They are one and the same. And he caught me unawares.
Orba delivers the news of Bizarre's departure to her friends, and they form a plan to ensure Graven's success and safety.
I'm assuming he gave you a deadline for this.
Noon tomorrow.
Noon tomorrow. But at 9 a.m. tomorrow, I am meeting Pockets at the tall ports.
Good timing.
We could try and break in after hours.
Well,
Into the Broken Crown station?
I think I should go tonight, see if
That's
anyone's
good.
there.
Good idea.
No more splitting up.
I
This
think
is
that's
a terrible
good
idea.
idea.
You're right.
Yes.
We go together.
Well, but
So
yeah.
best case scenario, we actually get in. Worst case scenario, it's a reconnaissance mission in order to break in later.
And as Graven sits down with a sort of weary, heavy heart, a lot of information, but feeling just the slightest tinge of living a long time where you've gotten yourself into some situations like this before, and you were more powerful individually at that time, but it was just you the whole time. So you sort of watch the 3 of them exit the door knowing that they're sort of heading out to help you in this regard. And as Graven's sort of thinking with those moments, you can take your rest, but that is where we're going to end for this evening.
Yay, best friends!
Graven is alive. Erland is alive.
What information does Pockets have for Graven? Can his friends destroy the crystal in his stead? Will everyone resolve themselves that splitting up is indeed a horrible, terrible, no good, very bad idea? Find out next time on Tabletop Notch.